want to do something else for a little bit. So I couldn't do the interesting. I was just...
Need a combination for this lock.
Yeah, it's pretty much we have to find out what's in that them there thing to see if we can keep the house.
I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
The treasure of the ancient. So this is basic facts for the day.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
Well, I think it's called Love Lab.
Challenging each other from the start. A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin.
Benjamin Franklin? Did I just put that in my pocket?
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from Mother, indifference and disinterest from Father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine Lord of the Realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Okay.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb. Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Yeah, is this before or after? Oh, she said her dad was closer. Thought so. It could be after.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep. Looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
This is read by information that Richard James Croft examiners, final honor school, and wait, what? In Trinity Turn 1980 was placed by them first. Trinity? Trinity's right on there. Can I open the toilet then? Oh fuck. Survival instinct. I think it's funny. Well, let's take a key like that. I'll keep anything else.
The door to the library.
Are you in here?
Locked. There's got to be another way through. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
What? Okay.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
That way, but I need to search this place first. Is that a heat lamp? Yeah, it is. Do you not like making fires or something?
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be borrowing your sword this time.
You borrow a sword sometimes, what?
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claim suggests. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the man voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Sincerely. Oh no. Croft Manor become links to the Croft. How did you even come up with last name the Croft?
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Wow, I see. So you're scared of the dark. Haha. Why is she scared of the dark but not scared of the freaking...
A phoenix figurine. I bet this is...
Something here. Requires a master key. I get different kinds of gear here.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I
Scared the shit out of me.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. Locked. Need a key to open this.
Master key is probably in the library.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
The offer came in the post last week.
Okay.
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
Fast.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Flashlight. Oh my god, a new gear required.
Hey Jonah, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Should be able to explore the dark now.
Is it on the... Oh my god. How is that connected right there? Is it connected to your jacket? Connected to your flesh? Flashlight falls.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She has been...
Damn.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Master key.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but
Still just as creepy as I remember.
I'm just waiting for skeletons to pop out.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please?
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Yes, you wouldn't come any words, Stop knocking on the window.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King...
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Yeah. Whenever I play chess, I choose the black one so I could see which move in the first.
Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
Crowbar? I don't know.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7. Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara.
It's birthday. Jeez. Kid starts freaking out. Oh my god, I found a secret area.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
There's some liquid in there.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
I don't know which way to go. So
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy. One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above.
is that the moon's light? Jeez. That's the moon's light. The moon's goddamn bright. How's your pants doing? It's muddy.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
New gear later.
Okay. Should be able to light the fireplace now.
Oh, so that's why you weren't using that.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls...
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life? One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page, with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough. I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Took quite a tumble off this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Oh, Jesus. Press X.
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing. Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden West Wing. This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly? The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
I can see my dark.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing. One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met.
Yeah.
Family crest.
Relic hunter. This is falling apart.
Worse than I thought. This is strangely beautiful.
I didn't see anything actually.
Mum was a taulier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to...
I was looking away. I mean, whatever happened. Finding a ghost barehanded, that's awesome. Barehanded ghost fight. Thank you.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best, and...
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday. Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October something. Their anniversary was in October. Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
October. Oh no, that's upside down. Oh no. I see something. I can't really read. Dead body. Aw.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather? Or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much he might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it. My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her. This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Can't imagine having one of these things made of me.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before...
At least that old thing still works.
Is that signaling midnight?
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dim...
Untouched for years, exactly as you left it. I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young. Mum's paintings, which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
It was seriously in that book.
I stood up to my family's criticism. You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
You'd probably be a pianist instead of an archaeologist, most likely. Or you could be both. There's a huge possibility you could be a pianist and an archaeologist.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a...
Sorry if I'm skipping some of the...
I'm glad I still have
it's
some
just-
of Mum's work.
This backstory everyone can hear. Probably look up the video. Backstory.
Not sure. I really need to brush up.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Oh no.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Save
Okay,
from
found all
reading
the clues.
documents. Oh no. I had to realize clues that would never written down combination. This moment. So many pages. Which one is Dad's favorite?
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, Seeing him at his best
He was one
and
to
his
witness
worst,
our days.
I've experienced the
Husband.
purity and chaos of his passion. And I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it.
Ah, so
Once
it's
I make a
annoying.
decision, I prefer to get on with it. I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
I returned.
This paint. So many paintings.
Amelia.
Crimes, consume, discoveries. Crimes.
I've created a clever little... Amelia.
Let's see if I can figure this out.
So...
No, that's not it.
No.
No, that didn't work.
Alright, hold on. This one just keep trying to think like...
For God's sake,
the day of her
memorize the
wedding.
combination, you fool.
The last
Lara's
number's not...
expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Alright,
Has to be in the clues.
so...
No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it.
No, I've been trying. So, which one?
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
You know what, let's just look at the stupid clues.
No, that didn't.
Save combination clues.
For God's sake.
Which one would that be?
I believe it took...
Various paintings. Do I have to look at the paintings? It's all around the other side of the goddamn
Has
house.
to be in the clues.
I think it's faster jump. Funny hopping. No human would ever do this. Alright, let's see. Which one? This one? Which one? I don't know which one you're right. Oh, what's this?
Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
Yeah. Remember. You know, I'm just start playing in numbers again. I know the last number is 9. I don't have to try 999, I only have to try 99. Alright, so... Alright.
No.
So...
That's not it.
What?
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
Dang it.
No. That's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No. That's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. That worked.
Yes. Master Detective. Open. Yeah, I got it. And I got it from
Makes me
Spain.
happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
What, his hand or your hand?
That's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page. Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Oh, I could just do it anyway. All the way down there. I don't want to climb down a ladder to just climb back up. Ladder most likely. So I'm gonna do it out here.
A hidden message.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
What are
no.
these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Oh no. This is probably a map. It wants me to go a certain place. It's that room down there. Push that. Alright, alright. That was it again. Oh yes, dark room. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. If you jump scare me, I will kill you. This from the other side. Oh, right there on the wall. Oh shoot. Stopping time. Cracks. Ink. Recovery. Broken. Wait, is it in the relics? Blank order. Egyptian crown.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs. A hidden message.
I could get... Okay, turn this up right. So I could tell that's a bird. That is a weird thingy. That's a weird mouth with 3 dots.
I remember this now.
So
Each
the
district
bird.
in ancient Egypt
So
had a symbol
1,
and a number.
4, 2.
That worked. Damn, locked in. Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here.
Hope you're trapped in here forever now.
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
Holy moly.
Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
Finally, the crowbar. What I've been looking for.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
Why is your past to the north?
Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor? Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
Why does it play that sound now?
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so.
Any secrets hidden in there? No.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away.
Your manservant.
This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Oh god. Are they there when... What? Nope, they're not. Oh god. Well. I don't know why that's there. Oh, I'm back right here. Damn.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring.
There's probably something else in here. Black light. Oh my god.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my...
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
I should have listened to that. What? Solve the riddle to the sun-shaped flag. I should.
I've reached the monastery. It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
This black light was coming. Survival instinct. I'm gonna have to go back upstairs. Lightning strike. Let it close. What's that? Focus. Geometry dash. Is there anything in here? They're always dark in here.
Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Future's outside the door? God, the family crypt. Spiderwebs down here? They shouldn't have been able to get down here. Unless there's a hole somewhere.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
Oh my god, that angel
I
statue
expected a
scared
sort
me.
of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were...
I thought that was weeping angel right there, but I realized it's not covering its face.
My God,
there is a
can
hole.
it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
Stone?
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
Yeah, we didn't find a thing. So we're gonna lose this place, is what you're saying? Stupid. Stupido. Did the game freeze? Oh no. Don't tell me the game froze. Oh my god, it did. Oh, I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer to see if anything happens. Oh, it seems frozen. And I don't like it. Yep. Well, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next